Stop scrolling and get all the way up here because what I'm going to break down is so nasty, ferocious, and so utterly rude that even the messiest corners of love and hip-hop have not smelled this type of last night. Hidden cameras recorded Lil Scrappy and Kendra Robinson backstage tossing daggers at each other so vicious you'd think you'd walked into a mafia shakedown. The security stiff cameras are still hot and scratchy, snarling low. "Keep my name out of your lips or I'll throw you 6 feet under." But wait, that isn't even the genuine grenade word on the street. Kendra came up with hard proof. Actual filthy paper receipts demonstrating Scrappy has been sucking her bank account empty to fund another lady's private apartment. And guess who that other woman is? She was evidently near enough to hear the whole tantrum through those flimsy studio walls. So what did Kendra do next? Let's just say, security guards are applying for PTSD checks since the pandemonium she unleashed has the whole cast, even Mona Scott herself, scurrying behind props for dear life. "Stay right here, this is terrible, it's petty, and when I finish you'll never look at reality TV the same way again. It's receipt season, and no one's safe anymore. Lean in closely, because this backstage bloodbath didn't explode overnight. This dirty laundry has been festering Atlanta's sparkling lights for months, and last night, it finally burst off in the one spot nobody could flee behind. Velvet curtains, where the Love and Hip Hop Squad captured significantly more realness than they ever budgeted for. So rewind with me, Kendra Robinson, the powerful attorney who once pledged on her mother's name that she would never allow a guy humiliate her on TV. People imagined that putting a ring on it would turn Scrappy into a family guy. Scrappy didn't read the wedding vows, according to a tip from a salty production assistant who evidently recently voided their NDA for this tea. Kendra has been quietly playing money detective for months. Sis ain't stupid. Every wig, every studio bill, every shady Zelle, she's had screenshots for days. Money traces recently led her to a location that screamed betrayal, a posh high-rise downtown with Scrappy's name on the lease and a mysterious name on the doorbell. Bang. That's when things turned nuclear. Instead of airing him out on like your usual reality TV wife, Kendra went full law firm mode within her marriage. She sneaked printouts of every statement, went through bank applications, and even made friends with a specific side chick's nail tech, who enthusiastically revealed that Miss Thing's rapper boo covers every rent check in crisp cash. So by the time yesterday night came around, insiders say that Kendra did not appear as a lovely wife, but rather as a judge, jury, and professional executioner. Popped off immediately after Scrappy concluded his part. He was sitting in his dressing room, half joking with his Kendra barged in like a typhoon on heels, holding a manila package thicker than his last Spotify. "Data, who do you think you're playing with, Scrap?" she shouted loudly. Crew captured every vowel on tape. Scrappy, attempting to flex cool points, and lean back like he had it under control. "Kendra, stop tripping, you my wife. Behave like it." "Oh, poor guy, forgetting Kendra. I requested the court," she shot back. "While you funded a side chick's penthouse behind my back in my city, the cousin plummeted so rapidly that he abandoned his. Nobody stays around for a lawyer wife with receipts." So you could hear a pin drop. Scrappy, suddenly surrounded like a child caught taking sweets, whispered something near to the whirring overhead stage lights. Kendra didn't even flinch. She slammed down blown-up text messages page by page, each displaying Scrappy whispers sweet nothings to an unknown number, promising shopping sprees and a getaway from wifey trouble. The kicker, before Scrappy could get the printouts, Kendra rushed so quickly guards almost assaulted her, while a stealthy crew member continued filming from behind a background. No, the footage will reach the websites before you can say lawsuit. One junior stylist called Asia has already leaked it to a gossip page. "I ain't never seen Kendra black out like that." She called him everything: liar, ass, scammer, and Scrappy kept shouting, "Cut the damn cameras to late, champ." The whole corridor was jammed with Spice screamed, "Scrap, don't you lay a finger on her," while Carly read she was facetiming everyone as if she had just hit on the next season's plot twist. Here's the wicked twist nobody anticipated coming. That so-called side girl term on these Atlanta streets is a fresh-faced. According to rumors, rapper Amara B was also backstage, fitting in as a backup dancer for the performance. The second Kendra shrieked her true name, her sister raced for the closest fire escape as if her wig was on fire. Kendra screamed in Scrappy's face, "I bought you your hush-hush toy and every filthy money you assumed I'd never find, all wrapped up in this folder. Here's how this is going down. You're going to stand in front of every single one of these idiots and confess or something." Help me, I'll trash you and her on live TV so awful VH1 will sue me for defamation. Then I'll countersue and win Scrappy. Soaked in perspiration beneath all that fancy drop, you still attempted to gaslight her, making a mockery of yourself. Ain't even but Kendra chopped him mid-sentence. That's precisely what it is, and tonight you're going to look everywhere, every one of them in the eye and acknowledge it. Or I promise on everything, I'll place this whole file directly in Mona's hand. And let Scrappy pushed a guard so hard that he almost ate the dressing table and then bang glass smashed on the floor. Nobody knows who tossed it first. And a mic stand went flying so loud it drowned out the following shooting block. Executives were losing their minds shrieking cut. Someone stopped. Kendra's words pierced through the commotion like a scalpel, thinking you could embarrass me and go away. Out grinning, I'm your live breathing Carmine red bottom Scrappy. I'm every L you're going to take. Scrappy fired back. Keep running your mouth, Kendra. You're going to eat those words. Watch that one word. Watch, honey. You could feel the air being sucked out of that corridor like someone started a vacuum. Spice gasped so hard, almost spilled her glass. Carly Red's Facetime hit the floor and broke, and Rasheeda's glam girl was frozen. Because nobody was blinking as this bomb landed, Kendra leaned back and narrowed her eyes. Eyes like a cat prepared to attack, and hissed so low it caused the security officer jump as if he anticipated claws. Oh, don't worry, sweetheart. I'm seeing. You bury every ounce of respect your mother ever boasted about. And did Scrappy return? Down, please. He straightened his shoulders like a bantam rooster. Chin up, jaws clenched so hard you could hear the grind. You think your tiny folder makes you invincible pretty, but you forget I have files too. Ask your business partner, he's been cooking your firm's book right under your back. Did Scrappy just turn this disaster on its head? He certainly did, and half of the workers almost collapsed in the corridor since this was not in the shooting script. Miss Kendra's squeaky clean badge may not be that squeaky after all. For months, hush chatter has been bubbling. Kendra's new boutique company is more than divorce docs and parking fines. Apparently, she has been cutting secrets, bargains for the same castmates she degrades on camera, making baby mama lawsuits disappear and hush monies materialize like magic. Scrappy showed no interest last night in covering up receipts quicker than Mona Scott's editors could bleep them out. As the only clown on stage, he smacked his hand on a vanity with such force that the mirror cracked down the center. Bring me, for the cameras. Cool. Then let's bring your dirty laundry to tell him about the cash you received stashed in your mama's crawl space. Tell him how you use my name to sign broke rappers that manufacture court beef for a check. You ain't Mother Teresa. You're simply a better liar than me. You might have heard a contact lens drop. Everyone backstage drew closer like kids squeezed against a bedroom door hearing their parents rip their mother apart. Out of nowhere appears young jock head popping in like Scooby-Doo. Oh, y'all good? Or should I get Mona? Kendra turned on him so quickly he fell over a box. I'm worried about your dirty lineup, jock. You can't even juggle your own jump-offs. Sit down someplace before I subpoena you next. Jock moonwalk backward, hands in the air as if I'd say less, while out in the hallway. Miss Amara. Be the side chick with a rapper dream and a condo she can't afford was riveted to the door, voice noting her squad girl. It's a whole war in here. Kendra said she's throwing Scrap in prison and airing me out, and I may need a new lawyer to go back inside. Badum. Security despairing, producers brainstorming how to turn this collapse into a 6-part reunion special, and the rest of the cast pretending to assist but covertly shooting every shred for the blogs since they know this backstage meltdown is poised to smash the internet before the credits even play. Say it with your chest. Appear dead in that. Look and tell the whole damn world how you've been siphoning my money to bribe judges when your dodgy customers skip court dates. Scrappy shouted, his lungs pumping like bellows, jabbing his finger so near to Kendra's face he could count every fleck of highlighter on her cheeks. Kendra didn't even flinch, tilting her head just enough to flaunt that cold-blooded attorney smile, the same one that's bankrupted men twice his size in divorce court. Open your lips, Scrappy. Go. I triple dare you, because the minute you run that lie out of your tongue, your mom will wish she named you something undetectable when you're testifying for wire fraud, and predict who will be conducting the cross-examination. Spoiler, it's still me, baby. By now the whole set was buzzing with murmurs, and Rasheeda was pacing back and forth, muttering prayers under her breath. Spy straight up ordered kettle corn from the snack truck. Carly Red still on Facetime, like she'd transformed into TMZ's secret reporter. Girl, hush hush, they haven't concluded their reunion night yet. Free listen, girl. Just when you thought furniture may go flying, security lined up like a SWAT roadblock. Big Guard squeezed himself. Between them boots planted like tree roots, yo relax, back up, we're not replacing more. Broken lights this week, fall back, Scrappy pushed the man's chest with both hands, go dude. We're not done here, Kendra steady as a heart monitor, but voice pouring. Acid jabbed a diamond-tipped nail straight into Scrappy's forehead. Done embarrassing me, done lying on my name, done cashing checks that my degrees bought for, and news flash. I just texted Mona that I believe VH1 will keep cutting you a bag after I reveal every skeleton in your closet. Closet on. Air test me. You're playing Candyland. I'm playing Game of Thrones. And that sentence shattered the entire Scrappy's jaw, jerked so fiercely that the rapper vanished, leaving just a guy. Caught dead to rights. He twisted and punched his fist into the wall so hard that a boom might tumble off its arm and clang. Rasheeda muttered, Lord, she's going to bury him for raw, huh? Spice never removed her eyes off Kendra girl. She was going to pull all of our secrets. Also, if she gets upset enough, Monif will be bald by tomorrow, and the two doors at the far end will crash back. Mona Scott Young stormed in like she smelt a season finale and bonus checks, causing the hinges to screech. Herself skimming down the hall with a frenzied producer attached to her elbow, earphones fluttering in an attempt to keep up. Mona's gaze skimmed the damaged Scrappy, panning Kendra stone cold, a smashed mirror, ripped invoices, and in turn hiding behind a lamp case, sniffling. Someone better start explaining right now why my fresh new season is popular. Over a battle I didn't capture on purpose. Scrappy exhaled to speak, but Mona hushed him with one chop of her palm. So clean you'd think she karate chopped a fly. Zip it, both of you, into my office immediately, and don't consider for one damn second you're putting this on Instagram before I do. You want to steal my ratings, adorable. I own your trash, Kendra. Imaginary lint off her sleeve, chin so high she may as well have been wearing a crown. Beautiful, roll the cameras, Mona. Allow the audience to see what occurs when a guy underestimates a woman who can read him his Miranda while applying for his bankruptcy. Mona's nostrils flared and she flicked her eyes to a shaking. Intern, you call the network attorneys and book me the huge ballroom at the W. We're recording emotional confessions tonight, and simply the shouting battle was ended. But the real bloodbath was just getting started. For if you think Kendra's done waving receipts or Scrappy's done excavating out bones, keep that snack pail within arm's reach. Part 3 is prepared to paint Atlanta's skyline with all their secrets. Mona's stiletto shoes clapped down the corridor like a judge, banging a gavel in broad court. Quiet followed her like a hush after a gunshot. Not even Carly dared murmur this time. Security searched the hallway like it was a murder scene, her phone having died from filming every scandalous second. Chewing Eva droppers with back up or clock out your call. Kendra ghosted over Scrappy's shoulder, checking him hard enough to make him lurch backward, that frigid lawyer smile harsher than ever as she closed up on Mona's door. The trail behind them looked like a reality TV murder scene. Shredded receipts burst. Glass and cast members whispering, did you hear what he said about bribing judges? Did she really stash cash at her mama's house? When the door banged in Mona's office, it sounded like before locking a cell block. Half the cast pushed their ears to the wall, trying to catch a final crumb before security cleared them out. But behind that door, you'd believe you were in a courtroom authored by the devil himself. Mona didn't sit. Instead, she paced the table like a leopard, her gaze darting between Scrappy's clenched fists. Kendra's chilly grin, then she pivoted so quickly Scrappy's shoulders trembled. Do you geniuses comprehend what you cost me? Tonight, sponsors called my team and demanded danger money, as the whole internet screamed that I manufactured this fight. Scrappy went first with a low voice and pitbull-like eyes. Mona ain't no victim. She's been slinging hush money from day one, covering up dirt for half of these morons while talking. Kendra let out a cackle so icy that the walls trembled. This uneducated idiot can't even spell. Embezzle, Mona. I have recordings of bank statements and that broken-side chick's full lease in my folder if he wants to lie. I'll spill it all on the after show and watch your ad income treble overnight. Mona reclined back, folding her arms slowly. So let's get this straight, Kendra. You're alleging Scrappy has been wasting your marriage cash on random women. Scrappy, Kendra, has been washing the whole cast's filthy laundry for a hefty retainer. Did I hear that correctly? Pulse, and both exclaimed at the same moment. Hell yes. Mona clapped sharply. Enough to calm a barking dog. Perfect. I live for turmoil that pays my expenses, but before I roll cameras on the circus, I want to know how deep your filth is. Kendra, You first speak slowly, like you're explaining to Carly's wig. Kendra moved forward, ponytail flicking like a warning shot, and slammed her phone on Mona's desk so hard a water bottle tumbled. Tap, tap, tap. A flick of her manicured thumb and up popped screenshots of chat receipts and a voice recording titled Scrappy Confession to a amazing exhibit of months of transactions from our common account to a mystery condo I have never set foot in. Match the address. Mona asks who is feeding her. Cheeks with Uber Eats while cleaning in Miami, dropping trunks. Like Trina, I caught Miss Amaravi sliding when I knocked on the door last month, and she squeaked out, "Ma'am," like a guilty kid, knows whose wallet pays her rent. Scrappy rushed forward, but Mona's hand sprang up so quickly that it almost smacked the sound out of him. "Sit or I promise on my ratings, you will be back on your mama's sofa writing. Emo bars and SpongeBob boxers tonight." Scrappy slammed back down, curses rolling under his breath like a terrible beat. Kendra's tone dripped pure malice as she lay out the fatal shot. Punchline: Mona, he's broke, flat broke. The rapper money he brags about wouldn't pay half his cannabis price. So guess what genius did? He slipped his sticky fingers into my firm's client escrow line to borrow some survival cash. Thinks I didn't notice, but I caught it before it grew large enough for jail. Trust me, I still have plenty. Wants a nice set of shackles before morning, and he knows it. Scrappy, shut up again. Spitting liar. Tell her how you repaired, tell her how you buried it too. Mona didn't flinch, simply stretched her lips into her iconic shark smile. Reality celebrity. Dread's okay, so you confess you did it. Beautiful, now we're cooking because you feel confident. Romeo. What skeletons you? Scrappy's nostrils flared, and his gaze flickered between Mona's nasty smirk and Kendra's icy cold glare. He inhaled, then spit it like venom. Check her mama's basement, Mona. She has duffel bags filled with hush monies down there, near to old Christmas ornaments. Guess what else she's been wiring? Filthy hush money to that rookie producer you hired. He ain't no producer. He's her personal spy who has been providing her raw video so she can blackmail half the cast into dropping lawsuits. Ask Jock about that baby mama situation he resolved last year. When asked who arranged it beneath the table, Mona's eyes flashed with a hairline break. Poker face. Then it snapped back, wicked as ever. Look at my gorgeous Bonnie and Clyde, married in public, crime lords in private. If half of this is true, and I hope it is, we don't need a reunion episode. We need an FBI crossover. Love and hip hop most sought. Kendra rolled her eyes so hard you could hear them spin. She took her phone from Mona's. Use it for your spin-off, Mona. But when the feds pound on your production trailer for wire, fraud, and extortion, don't fast call me for a statement. I'm done covering his dirt and bailing out this cheap circus. Scrappy let out a harsh, hollow laugh that reverberated off every glass wall in that office. Run that mouth, princess. But don't say I didn't warn you about this city, seeing what sort a queen of court you are. Mona stood between them, hands extended like a referee seconds before a boxing bell, enough to quiet them both. If you listen up from this minute, every phone in your hand belongs to me. Every screenshot, every scandal tonight. You confess your guts on camera tomorrow. Sign away your soul in a contract. Play nice, get compensated, and appear slick. Vanish. Clear. Kendra grinned, her voice low and lethal. Crystal boss woman. Scrappy wiped perspiration off his brow with the Mona's eyes shone brighter than a new diamond ring. Okay, go wash their scandal faces and appear nice tomorrow. We unleash a dirty teaser. Twitter is about to erupt, and when people is love and hip-hop scripted. Y'all grin sweetly, lie through your pretty teeth. Nice, fantastic, get out. Stormed out different directions, crew scattering like mice as wigs, microphones, and lashes, scattering in their wake except the murmurs risen the moment the office door clicked shut. You heard Scrappy snitched about the cash stash. Kendra's lawyer brain. I'm going to sue everybody's mother next. Watch. Mona owes us danger. Pay this season. Going to be killed. But baby, is the actual harm is already done, and the secrets unleashed, and the price of nasty love about to hit every screen in America. Buckle up. Messy thoughts this backstage. The explosion was barely round one. The next bomb, you'll want to see it with popcorn in one hand. Backup phone recording. Because in this city, hush money runs out, but retribution never does.